The 2023 season is coming to an end. The road to state has begun for 12 lucky teams that have made the dance. Welcome to Week 11 of another exciting year of Plainsmen football. I'm here with your very own Coach Conder. Coach, coming into this game, what does Enid have to prove this Friday?
You know, we have actually a lot to prove just from the standpoint of, you know, we played Edmond Santa Fe earlier in the year in a scrimmage, and so you know, getting a chance to play them again, you know, we're familiar with each other. We've played each other in the past, and so you know, we've got some kids that are hungry to play this week, and some seniors that, you know, want their season to continue, and so this Friday we'll get a chance to prove that we are a playoff caliber football team and get to play a really good football team in Edmond Santa Fe as well.
If I may ask, how did that scrimmage go against Edmond Santa Fe? What was successful about it for you, offensively and defensively for Enid?
You know, number one, you know, that was so early in the season. You kind of just take the things that you have done over the summer and kind of put them into action in regards to see what your kids can actually do. You know, in the scrimmage, we didn't, you know, really show a lot. We still had the training wheels on, and so we were really base offense during the whole scrimmage, and so it's really hard to compare who we were then to who we are now, and Edmond Santa Fe as well. They were coming off of a rough season last year where they had to find out who they were, and so you know, they've done some things well. They've matured, and they got a really good ball club, and we've got some kids that we definitely need to stop, and some players that we need to focus on, and so, you know, we've had a good week of practice and we're ready to go.
What do you think has really sparked that turnaround for this Edmond Santa Fe team? What has really made them more of a contender this year besides last year?
You know, it's the growth of their kids. They were a really young football team last year, kind of like us, and how we are this year. And so, you know, their maturation has really carried them on. They've got tremendous skill in the defensive front. They've got you know, an electric running back who'll be carrying the football, and you know, they're a really well coached football team. Coach White's always done a great job with them, and so you know, from that standpoint, they've taken some lessons from last year and put them to work so they can be obviously successful this year.
So this Edmond Santa Fe defense allows 29 points per game. What type of offensive formations will Enid run this week to try to take advantage of that defense, put points on the board? You
know, we're gonna spread them out to throw the ball, and we're gonna run some compressed sets this week to run the ball, and so, you know, we're gonna you know, really try and establish a run game early, and throw in spots. Their pass rushes is one of the best pass rushes there is in the state, and so, you know, we got to pick our spots in terms of throwing the football. They get to the quarterback really well, and so you know, we're going to be in our normal 3x1 and 2x2 stuff, and try and get some things moving.
So how will these offensive formations that we're running this week open up opportunities to score and keep the ball and keep it away from their offense? Yeah,
you know, I mean, it's really a matter of, you know, consistency in terms of running the football, and consistency throwing quick game passing concepts to keep the chains moving, and obviously not turn the football over. That's a key part. Quarterbacks have had a great week of practice. The kids have really been dialed in this week, and so from that standpoint, I was a little bit worried based on the outcome that we had on Friday night. But kids have really done a good job this week of doing what was asked of them, and so I feel pretty good going into this week.
So Edmond Santa Fe's offense, they average over 30 points per game on their season. What type of defensive formations will we run this week to try to slow them down? We all know that they have a running back that can run for 200-300 yards a game. How are we going to try to stop him defensively?
You know, the truth is we're gonna show something we haven't shown all year, both offensively and defensively. We're gonna come out in the bare front and give them a heavy dose of nose and double threes and double fives, and so we're gonna stack the box. We're gonna have a lot of hats in there, play some man coverage on the perimeter, and give it our best shot.
So how will our defense give the offense opportunities to get points on the board and get them the ball back so they can take control of this game?
You know, we got to get Edmond Santa Fe behind the sticks early, force them into throwing the football in second medium, second long, third and long situations. And so really our goal is on first down to come up with big stops to get them in passing situations, because it's really not what they want to do.
Yeah, in this Edmond Santa Fe offense, they don't pass the ball a whole lot. They pass it maybe 5-6 times a game, one of the lowest in maybe the entire state. So it'd be interesting to see how we try to stop them and how to try to force them to throw the ball. They have one wide receiver, number 6, who's very fast, but if you take him out of the game in their passing game, they just rely on their running back.
Yeah, and he's really good.
He is
so
very
they
talented.
can rely on him a lot. And you know, everybody in the state knows that they're going to be handing the ball off to him, but he runs really hard, got a really good offensive line in front of him. And so we're going to stack the box and put, you know, 8, 9, 10 hats in the box, depending on the formation. So, you know, it's going to be some smash mouth football going on. And you know, we're going to have some hats in the box for sure this week.
And you said that practice was very good this week, that everybody's been locked in and been ready to go. What was the main focus in practice this week?
Well, the main focus in practice is, you know, we're practicing to prolong our season. You know, we've obviously, up to this point, we've been guaranteed one extra game than a large majority of the teams in the state. And, you know, our goal this week is to have a great week of practice so we can put a product on the field that will get us a W, and we can extend our season one more week, which would obviously mean that we came out victorious.
And a bit of a different question, does back-to-back playoff appearances kind of inspire confidence in this team and your team? Maybe is that a factor in why everybody's so locked in this week?
You know, I mean, I think what you do at the beginning of the season is you have some goals that you have, one for your coaching staff, you have some goals for your team, and one of those goals that was all-encompassing from a program standpoint was that, you know, we needed to make the playoffs. You know, being a first-year head coach, you know, you want to kind of build on what was established already, or at least keep that going. And it doesn't really matter what seed you get or what position you fall in, but you know, it's not like, hey, you go into the season, hey, I want to be the number 3 seed, or I want to be the number 1 seed. Your goal is obviously to win a state championship, but before you can talk state championship, you got to make the playoffs. And so we're in a position right now where all the teams that are remaining have the same record. We're all tied up at 0 wins, 0 losses. And so we start with a blank slate, and that's what you got to convince your kids of, is we're all starting over here, and everything's on the table this week. Mm-hmm. Fake punts, onside kicks.
It's like week 1 all over again.
Week 1 all over again. We can take everything that we've worked on this year, and we've even installed some new stuff this week to to give ourselves a shot. I mean, we're going to be going for it on 4th down. We're the underdog. What do we have to lose? We'll have some fake punts dialed up. We'll have some crazy onside kicks. We'll have, you know, some reverses on kickoff return. Well, I mean, it's all out there. If we practice it this year, it will be ran.
My final question for you, Coach. What have you been preaching to your players in practice this week as you're preparing for this game on Friday?
You know, we've taken a little bit different approach, and you know, over the course of my career, I've had, you know, the pleasure of coaching a lot of playoff games, a lot of big playoff games, a lot of state championship games, and so, you know, I've taken the approach of, you know, we got to have fun. You know, there's nothing here that makes this any different than any other week or any other game. But, you know, our kids got to understand that, you know, this is still a game, and they're still here playing for their teammates. And so practice has been fun this week. You know, we go out there and we run our stuff, and we're loose, and coach is loose. You know, I'm not any more wound up than I usually am.
My actual final question for you, this is the final one this time.
Are you sure it's the final one?
This is the final one this time. How excited are you for some Plainsmen playoff football this week?
You know, I'm excited for our kids. You know, they get one extra game. You don't know going into the season, you know, you're guaranteed 10 games. And so, you know, to get an extra week with the seniors is really important to the you know, progress of the program. And so, you know, you gotta win football games to keep kids involved. And, you know, whether we look at the season as a success based on our overall record, because, I wanted to have a better record overall than what we have. I'd like to have a couple games back, one being the Edmond North game. But again, right now, we're 0 wins, 0 losses, and we get a chance to go out there and play again. And that's what the kids want. The kids want an opportunity to play. And so we did a good enough job this season to get them one more game. And so I'm glad that my seniors get to play at least one more game, and hopefully we get.
Well, that's all for today, folks. I'd like to thank you, Coach, for coming out and speaking with me about the Plainsmen this week. Back-to-back playoff appearances for the Plainsmen since 2008 and 2009. Enid takes on Edmond Santa Fe tonight at 6 down in Edmond. I hope you guys come out to support your Plainsmen or tune in here on EPS Television. Coming up next, we have Cody Stalcup with the Red Zone interview, so that'll be exciting. And until next time, I've been your host, Hayden Clark, signing off. Go Big Blue.
Vision Red Zone Report. I'm your host, Cody Stalcup. Let's get right into it. It was senior night for Enid, but Norman North proved to be too tough to handle as they would blow out the Plainsmen in Enid's final home game of the season. Last week was the final week of regular season play. Let's see how each team finished their season off. In District 1, Bixby went to Jinx to take on the Trojans. It was a close game in the first half, but Bixby would explode out the gates in the second to secure a 31-14 win over their rival. Westmore would take on Southmore to end their season. They would get the upper hand in a high-scoring. In District 2, Unit would have their final game at home against the Huskies. The Redhawks did not disappoint their home field fans as they were 49-18. Edmond Santa Fe faced the Millers to end the season and would beat UConn soundly, winning 54-28. And finally, Mustang would take back it looks like. Bixby, Jinx, Union, and Owasso all finished first and second in their respective district. They will all have a bye week. Norman will face off against Broken Arrow. Norman North will host Edmond North. Mustang will head to Westmore, and Enid will make the trip to Edmond Santa Fe. And finally, that brings us, like I said before, Enid will head to Santa Fe to take on the Wolves. Enid squeaked into the playoffs with a 6th seed. However, Edmond Santa Fe finished their season with a 3rd seed, Robinson. This will be the first time these two teams have seen each other in the postseason. All time, Edmond Santa Fe leads the series at 5-1. With this being the playoffs, every team's record is now 0-0, but every game matters. Next week is not promised. We'll see who wins and advances and who starts preparing for next season. Until then, this is Blue.
The last 10 weeks have come to an end. 6 teams on one side, 6 from the other. 12 teams make it into the dance, and we are lucky enough to bring you action for the 2nd consecutive year in the 6A1 playoffs. The 6th-ranked Enid Plainsmen from District 1 hop onto I-35 to take on the 3rd-ranked Edmond Santa Fe Wolves from District 2. Primetime Plainsmen football on EPS TV has brought us to Edmond for the first time this year as we're just moments away from kickoff. Talk more about this week and tonight. Some like to say it's week 1 now, Hayden. Just forget about what happened the past 10 weeks. Focus on what's ahead. And, yeah, the Plainsmen might have fallen last week in an unfortunate loss, but it doesn't matter what's happened in the regular season. You win tonight, you advance. You lose, you go home. But let's take a look at this playoff bracket.
Yeah, so coming into this playoff bracket, it looks like Bixby, obviously number 1 in the 6A1, going to get the bye. Norman North and Broken Arrow played Thursday, or Norman High actually played Broken Arrow this Thursday, where Broken Arrow actually lost late in the 4th quarter, could not get the comeback late. Number 3 Norman North and number 6 Edmond North take each other on at the same time tonight, and Owasso gets the bye. Coming in, Union number 1 gets the bye, and number 4 Westmore and number 5 Mustang play at the same time tonight at 7. Number 3 Edmond Santa Fe and number 6 Enid coming in playing tonight, as you see here with the coin toss on the way, and Jinx gets the other bye.
Let's talk a little bit about Coach Conner. He's a playoff coach in his first season here at Enid High School as the head coach. In his first year, he went 3-7. and 2-5 in district play, finished at number 6 in the first district. But week 0 at Muskogee, they lost 49-27. And then week 1 at Ponca City, rivalry night. And maybe for the last time, they beat the Wildcats on the road 29-27. Next week was a bye week. And then week 3, homecoming, they lost to Edmond North 42-27. Then they played Jinx at home the following week and lost 45-0. And then Atmore on the road, Israel Gonzalez makes his first start. That was a pretty good game. We were there. They won 49-42.
He threw 4 touchdown passes on 8 pass completions on the night. So he threw it on half of his pass completions on the night, en route to a very good game. Then heading in, an unfortunate loss to Bixby, 79-7. Then Westmore, a 42-20 loss, an unfortunate one in that week 7 matchup. Then Broken Arrow came next, an unfortunate loss where we just came short, 45-24. Next, bouncing back against Southmore in a big way, 46-28, putting up 46 points and dominating that game. Southmore could not get the comeback late. And now Norman North last week, which they're going to want to forget about heading into this reset with the playoffs, 62-6, and that brings us to round 1 tonight against the Wolves.
As you saw, the Plainsmen just ran out of the tunnel. Enid receives the football to start this game, and then they're going to have to kick it off in the second half, so let's see what they do. They usually receive the football to start games, and that's been the trend here this season.
Yeah, they maybe don't want that to happen. Maybe that's not what they want in the game plan, not what they write up, but you have to adjust with that, and let's see what they can do offensively to start.
As you see on the board, 2 minutes just away from kickoff. Let's take a look at Edmond Santa Fe's schedule. They only played 9 games this whole season, and they finished at 6-3, and then 5-2 in district play. Finished at number 3 in the second district. Week 0, they beat Jinx on the road, 27-26, in a great game. And then the following week, they were supposed to play Choctaw, but it got canceled due to some troubles that happened at the Choctaw's previous game. And then the next game, they played at home against Norman North, lost 31-28. Following week was their original bye week. And then on the 22nd of September, they play against Memorial. They beat them in Edmond 54-7. Week 5, they beat Edmond North 52-17 in the other Edmond game. And then on the road, once again, they play at Mustang. And they win 56-49, a huge district win. The following week, they beat Norman on the road 52-48 in week 7. And then they take their first loss in a while against Union 31-10 in week 8. And then week 9, they go at Owasso and they lose 57-53. A very close game that decided who was going to get the first round bye on the second district side of things. And then at home for senior night, they played UConn. They won 54-28, and now we're here tonight.
So 6-3 overall, 5-2 in district play, only on a 1-game win streak. Enid on a bit of a losing streak, hoping to bounce back. Home 3-2, away 3-1, with a 67 win percentage coming in on the season. So Enid's going to have a bit of a challenge tonight.
You hope your chances, go up a little bit with the Plainsmen only winning on the road this season at Ponca City, and then twice and more. But you hope they can win tonight here in Edmond. But it's going to be a great game as the Plainsmen are just walking on the field right now. 1-5 all-time against Edmond Santa Fe. The series dates back to 2000. And the Plainsmen have played a load of great players from Edmond Santa Fe. Brandon Whedon, an old Oklahoma State quarterback, Colin Oliver, and Talon Shetron. And all those players I just named were some Pokes players. And I know most of you guys watched that Bedlam game. Me and Hayden aren't too happy about it. But you know what? We're just going to leave it and say it's in the past. Isn't that right, Hayden?
Yeah, quite disappointing. We're not going to talk about it anymore.
Kale Purvis, the senior kicker, to kick off for Edmond Santa Fe. The 2023 6A1 playoffs is about to be set and underway here from Wolves Stadium. Back to receive Aiden Iverson and Blake Thompson, 2 return specialists for the Plainsmen. The refs are ready and they're running to the sidelines. Kicker looking both ways. Points right, approaches the football, toe to leather. Thompson fields it inside the 5. Gets around the corner to the 15, and they're going to drag him down inside the 25. Plainsmen to set up in pretty normal field position to start this game.
Yeah, so let's see how Enid's offense responds to this 3-4-4-2 nickel defense early in this game. Going to try to run the football a lot tonight, maybe open up some passes, maybe some screens, some quick throws to try to get some extra yardage. It's going to be interesting to see Israel Gonzalez starting this game tonight. Aiden Robinson, unfortunately, not coming in this season.
Plainsmen going to have to block very well tonight. This Edmond Santa Fe defensive front is probably the best in the state. They have an Oklahoma commit, Bergen Kaiser, the senior. They have another standout player, Jason Wilson, on the edge, number 7. Start the game with the Blake Fuchs handoff, and he gets inside the 30 to about the 27. 5-yard gain to start this game off the first play of regulation. Plays with a medium-sized run there, Hayden.
Yeah, so Coach Condor, as we talked about with him in the interview this week, he really said they're going to try to run the football down their throat as much as possible, try to see if they can catch this defensive line slipping, see if maybe it can open up some passes.
Snap to Gonzalez, handoff Fuchs, and he gets hit hard at the line, but he's going to churn his legs for some extra yardage for about 3 yards to the 31-yard line. Plainsmen set up, for 3rd down and 1 yard to go.
That's a great play by Fuchs to get a couple extra yards after it looked like he was going to be tackled for no gain, maybe even a loss. That's great effort on his part to set up a 3rd and short situation, making it much more manageable to convert on 3rd down.
Big 3rd down, you want to start out hot. And it looks like a formation we've seen here in the past couple of weeks where they like to bunch it up a little bit and just play some smash mouth football. Definitely going to see a lot of that tonight. Handoff, Fuchs looking for the line. Let's see where the spot is here. It's going to be very close. And they're going to mark him short.
So an interesting
He's about a foot or two away.
Interesting call here to see whether you go for it on 4th down early in the game on your first drive. You're right there. Why not be aggressive and try to see if you can keep the ball moving?
Plainsmen move to the right hash now, so let's see if they want to move it over to the far side of the field. They have a lot of room to work with here. 4th down, 1 yard to go. Ball on the 31. Snap, handoff up the middle, dives! It looks like he got it from here, folks. And they're going to move the chains. 1st down, Plainsmen to the 32-yard line.
That was a great play call. Tight formation, as you see their bread and butter over the past couple weeks. Power run with Buxa, able to get the 1st down on the dive-in attempt.
Plainsmen substituting some players into the game. Jamison Washington, Zaire Allen, and a main player on this offense, Tyson Kennedy, coming into the game now.
Who is now 3rd all-time on defense in interceptions for somebody in the secondary.
Blaine Parks in the game at H-back. Aiden Iverson in now at running back. Motion over Parks. To the left, one to the right. Handoff. Iverson makes a cut. Drives forward and he gets blown up hard. Tackle made by the defensive tackle Jacob Smith there. No gain on the play.
Let's see now after a couple of runs straight. Let's see if maybe they try to pass the ball here on 2nd down a bit longer to try and avoid a 3rd and longer, 3rd and medium situation.
About 3 minutes into the game now, Plainsmen sitting at a 2nd down and 10 from their own 32-yard line. Score still at 0. Snap, play fake, fire left side, Kennedy caught behind the line of scrimmage. Regains his balance but dives forward for about 2 yards. Going to set up a 3rd down and 8.
So a 3rd and long coming up. Let's see if they can convert for the first time tonight in some sort of adversary. See how they respond.
Gonzalez trying to get him to jump off sides there, looking towards the far sideline now for the audible.
Looks like they were getting a bit twitchy on the D-line.
3rd down and 8 for the Plainsmen. Gonzalez steps back to throw for the first time tonight. That's a real pass. It's intended for Jamison Washington, and it's almost picked off by the defensive back, Briar Harrison.
So the offense getting off the field for the first time tonight on their first drive after converting a 4th and short. Not able to move the ball on an incomplete pass that could have been intercepted. So now you rely on your defense to get a stop.
4th and 8 this time for the Plainsmen. Eden Robinson coming out to pump this football away from the Plainsmen 34-yard line. Snap, high kick, gets past midfield though. Goes out of bounds at about the 42, maybe the 43-yard line. But Edmond Santa Fe to start with some pretty good field position here. Hey, let's talk a little bit about this Edmond Santa Fe offense and their running game.
Yeah, something coming in tonight that's going to be a huge conversation is their running back. obviously one of the best in the nation. Enid's going to have to do whatever they can to stop him and try to force Edmond Santa Fe to pass the football. They only do about maybe 5-6 times a game. If you try to force them to do that, a lot of good things can happen.
Yeah, so they only pass the ball that many times a game. It looks like they're going to set up in a quad to the right side. Daniel Newton in an empty backfield takes the snap. Quarterback keeper. Gets outside of the 50, the 45 to the 40. Has open field, headed towards the end zone at about the 10, and he's pushed out of bounds inside the 10. Huge run from Daniel Newton to set Santa Fe up in great position.
Tyson Kennedy there to avoid the touchdown. Nonetheless, it's going to be a 1st and goal situation on one play. Now your defense has to lock in for 4 plays and avoid the touchdown.
At the Plainsmen 7, Newton takes a snap, running again on the near side. He's pushed out of bounds at the 4 by Zane Wiggins.
It's a good stop by Wiggins to avoid the touchdown once again. Now 3 more plays, possibly 2 maybe. Going to have to try to send pressure and get your tackles behind the line of scrimmage.
So we don't see Demarius Robinson out there, just the Daniel Newton show so far for the Wolves. Very surprising, Hayden. As we said, Robinson is the best running back in probably the whole state of Oklahoma and a national ranked player. He's probably going to play at the Division I level coming 2 years from now, but...
Well, just a week ago, he barely played, as we heard. He only played 2 snaps in his game just a week ago. Maybe that's the theme here. He could possibly be banged up.
And when he's not in the game, they like to rely on their backup running back, Joseph Hinton, number 25, but he's not in the game either.
It's a completely different playbook than what we were expecting to see, different calls than normal.
So flag on the defense. He set up half a distance to the goal now. Still at 2nd down, but now from the 1-yard line. Direct snap into the end zone. Touchdown, Edmond Santa Fe. Daniel Newton strikes first tonight. 7:43 to go. The score is 6-0. The Wolves are on top.
So without Demarius Robinson in for the drive, they end up scoring the touchdown anyway on the QB keeper. So Edmond Santa Fe going to go up 6-0 early with the I believe 1 point on the way.
Looks like Bergen Kaiser, number 1 right there. You just saw him on the screen, is back to take the snap, but he's also going to hold the football, and then Cale Purvis to kick it up for the PAT. So that's what they're going to do, trying to get to 7 points here. Let's see if they can make it. Kick, snap. Take is away, and it is good. Score is 7-0 here in the first quarter. 7:43 to go. Plainsmen trail, and they got off the field with their first offensive drive. I mean, they got past their first 4 plays. They went for it on 4th down, but the second time they just couldn't convert.
Yeah, normally this year on their first drive on offense, we've usually seen a 3-and-out. So a lot of improvement, able to get it on 4th down. Let's see if they can put together a nice, clean drive this time and score a touchdown.
And Coach Connor told us Israel is starting this game, but he also said Bennett's ready to go if they need him to play at quarterback. And not too much to say about Aiden Robinson, though, although he is healthy.
Although he is healthy, Coach Connor believes that his health comes first, so he is going to only be punting tonight. He will be an emergency quarterback just in case he is absolutely needed. But if he can help it, he's not going to play.
Cale Purvis to kick off for Edmond Santa Fe. Back to receive once again, Aiden Iverson and Blake Thompson for the Plainsmen. Kick is away. That one hits the end zone for a touchback. Plainsmen to start from about the same field position, but now from the 20 instead of the 24.
Yeah, something interesting. Thompson saw a lot of touchbacks last week against Norman North. Did not get to return the ball nearly at all.
Plainsmen come out of the huddle now from the far side from Coach Cameron Connor, about the 20-yard line. Israel comes back out at quarterback. Fuchs to the running back.
Another tight formation to start this drive.
They've really been wanting to run the ball so far.
done a good job of opening up running lanes for Fuchsa.
They shift 2 over to the far side. Snap, handoff. Fuchsa finds a hole, but he gets hit hard. But he gets 1 yard on the play to the 21-yard line. His gain of 1. 2nd down and 9 upcoming for the Plainsmen.
Now subbing in their wide receivers, Kennedy, Allen, and Washington.
Let's see if they pass the ball more here.
Yeah, it might be a trend that they're going to show that once they sub these players in, they're going to pass the football. Kennedy, a guy that they really want to get involved on the offense and get the ball to. He can really make some plays in the short and intermediate passing game.
In the shotgun formation, now Blaine parks the H-back, back to throw. Gonzalez fires to Kennedy. It's caught for the 1st down. Gets past the 30 to the 31. A 10-yard gain on the play. And a new set of downs for the Plainsmen.
So they really like to use Kennedy as this gadget guy in this short and intermediate game. They designed that play straight to him, able to get him wide open for the 1st down. Moving the ball now on offense after the punt.
1st down and 10 from the near side. It's the right hash. Same formation, snap. Another RPO far side. They find it hard, but they're going to say no gain on the play. I guess he had forward progression there from where he caught the ball, just got dragged back. But fortunately, it's going to be 2nd down and 10. Here's Gonzalez on 2nd down. Pressure's on him, evades a rusher, and another rusher gets there, and he's down for the sack at the 20-yard line. An 11-yard sack on the play from the Wolves. It was Bergen Kaiser, the Oklahoma kid.
This offensive line is going to have to do a really good job of not letting these defensive line through. Unfortunately, they got home on that play with Ty Amos on the sack. Gonzalez broke 1 tackle first, but this line is going to be the key to this game tonight. They're going to have to be really physical up front, just like this Wolves defensive line.
And the Plainsmen have called the timeout, their first timeout of the night. 2 remaining here in this 1st half, but 5:20 to go in the 1st quarter as the Wolves are on top 7-0 over the Plainsmen. Here from Edmond, Santa Fe High School at Wolves Stadium. Hayden, you know, hopefully they can convert right here on this 3rd down and very long.
Yeah, I think that they have a very good chance of converting here. Let's see what Coach Connor can draw up here on 3rd and long. Get it to his playmakers. It looked like Denton was out there at wide receiver on the play, so maybe get it out to him who has surefire hands. See what they do.
Well, folks, they have to get past the 41-yard line in their own territory right now. Sitting at their own 20. 3rd down, 21 yards to go. Both teams come out of the huddle. Edmond Santa Fe just coming onto the field now. Like you said, it's going to be interesting what they draw up here. But as you see Bennett Percival in the backfield there, maybe they could give him a pass off a wheel route or something interesting. I mean, you really never know what they could draw up.
He's a guy who's been really effective in the middle of the field this year at tight end.
Snap, lob for Benton, and incomplete. Miscommunication on the play. Like you said, maybe throw to Mason Benton, but that one did not work that time.
Yeah, just like I said, they designed it up to him, threw it up to him over the middle of the field. It's just a bit of an overthrow, not able to get a chance at it.
Now you start to wonder if 2 drives you get off the field with quarterback Israel Gonzalez, do they bring Bennett Percival out?
Quite possibly. I think that you give him a shot, see if he can get the ball moving like you've done in previous weeks. He's done a good job for a couple drives moving the ball. And that's a nice hit by Maddox Hayes on the play.
And it's going to be a flag as he called for the fair catch at the 48-yard line. So Edmond Santa Fe to start in Plainsmen territory.
Yeah, you just can't tackle him like that when he calls fair catch. It's going to be a penalty every time.
The thing about punt returning is it's one of the scariest things in football, if not the scariest. You got to look in your peripheral vision when you're catching the football.
Yeah, man.
Times when you call fair catch and the guy hits you on accident right there, I mean, you're not expecting it.
Unless you're Deshaun Jackson and you can just break everybody for a touchdown. or even Devin Hester. There's quite a few people.
I'd say Devin Hester is the greatest returner of all time.
Yeah, him, Cordero Patterson, excuse me, are two of the best. I'd say Hester is probably the best unanimously. Every time I think of him, I think of that Bears-Colts Super Bowl game where he took it back on the first kick of the game for that touchdown.
Yep.
Fortunately, my quarterback Peyton Manning ended up winning that game.
Edmond Santa Fe to set up in Plainsmen territory after the flag at the 37-yard line. Demarius Robinson into the game, and they're going to pitch it to him on the far side. Finds a hold of the 30 to the 25 to the 20. Still on his feet, headed towards the end zone. Touchdown, Edmond Santa Fe. Second touchdown of the night.
So his first snap of the game on offense, he gets the carry, runs past everybody, broke tackles at the end, able to strut into the end zone for the touchdown. Or trot, excuse me.
5 minutes ago exactly in this game, Edmond.
In the first quarter, 14 points for Edmond Santa Fe. Let's see how the offense responds on the next drive.
Santa Fe looking for the call here, and they're going to motion back inside. Purvis comes out to kick it. Snap back, hold down, kick is away, and it is good once again from Cale Purvis. The score 14-0 here in the first quarter. Plainsmen trail. The past two drives from Israel Gonzalez and his offense have not gone well. They've gone off the field. I mean, like we said, let's see if Ben Percival can come out at quarterback. Or let's see if Israel comes back out. Maybe he can take away some of his mistakes, but he really has picked up the turnover issues the past couple of weeks.
Yeah, let's see what they do on offense. There's many things they can do. They could give it to Zaire Allen. They could give it to Tyson Kennedy. Even Aiden Iverson could get the way he breaks tackles. It's going to be interesting to see what they do, who they try to put in, see what happens.
Plainsmen on the field now, Edmond Santa Fe. $14-0 here in the first round of the 6A1 playoffs. Edmond Santa Fe on top over the Plainsmen in the first quarter.
In need of some points on offense on this drive.
Cale Purvis all ready to go. Another deep kick. Thompson takes it at the 5. Flag down, but he's tackled at the 22-yard line. See what the call is here. Head referee Michael Stevenson with the call. It's on the receiving team, so Plainsmen to back up some more here and start with worst field position. They got to go across the field more.
It's their second penalty of the game, on the first one coming on the punt return, on the fair catch. Now this one on the return offensively.
So it's Israel Gonzalez to come out for this Plainsmen offense for the third time in a row tonight. He's got to get something going right here. Here's the snap. Rolls left, looks left, fires on the far side. Too high, intended for Zaire Allen, incomplete. It could have been an 11-yard completion. It was thrown into double coverage, but it was too high. Maybe if it was just a little bit lower, he would have caught that. I mean, the coverage wasn't the best.
Yeah, this kind of been the theme all season. So close on some of these passes, just inches away from being big plays. Some of these they've just got to end up starting to convert. At some point, the habit will be broken, and they will start making plays. When you try something enough times, eventually you will start succeeding.
Second down, 10 yards to go. After that incompletion from Israel Gonzalez just under 5 minutes ago here in the first quarter. Flips it to the flat. It's caught by Kennedy. He's at the 15, and that's where he's going to get tackled at. 2-3-yard gain on the play, sets up third down and long.
Some scuffling on the ground here at the end. As you said, a third and long situation now. Trying to avoid their third straight punt of this first quarter. an obvious passing situation here on third.
If you want to stay in this game, you got to convert right here as the first half has only about 16 minutes to go. Snap, Gonzalez fires, and it's incomplete. Batted at the line of scrimmage. He was looking for Aiden Iverson on the near side in the flats. It's 4th down and long now. Touchdown, excuse me.
They say touchdown. Wow. Backwards pass here going for the touchdown. So the Edmond Santa Fe defense gets home. Interesting.
So I thought that was a forward pass. I couldn't really.
Yeah. I
Looks like they go for 2 with a flag down.
I thought it was a forward pass as well. The refs say otherwise. Now Bergen Kaiser takes it in for the 2-point, but they're going to call that one back on the penalty. It's going to be Edmond Santa Fe's first penalty of the night.
I mean, I guess you could have seen that one better on the screen. I was looking down at the field, so I didn't see as well as the viewers did, but my apologies on not getting that one right. But right here, as you said, they're going to call it back, so now they get a second chance. I just imagine they're going to try to kick the PAT here. Snap, hold down, kick away. And it's good for the 3rd time tonight. They make the PAT here in the first quarter. 4:01 to go. Plainsmen trail 21-0 in the first round of the 6A1 playoffs.
So I think one of the issues is, and with receiving the ball to start on offense, one thing Connor doesn't like, Connor really doesn't want the offense to stall out early. So first 3 drives go punt, fumble for a touchdown. The slow offensive start in the first quarter really brings them behind by 2-3 possessions, and kind of from there, can't really climb back in the game, can't really make the comeback. It's been a little difficult. They really don't want that streak to continue. So far tonight, it looks like it is.
Let's hope the streak does not continue. Kale Purvis to kick off. Once again for Edmond Santa Fe.
Really need a big play right now, whether it's on the return, defensively, offensively. They really need a big play somewhere to spark this team.
They need some momentum for sure.
Yeah, they need momentum.
Iverson and Thompson back to receive once again. They kicked it towards Thompson's side so far tonight. Let's see if he can continue to do that. And he will. Thompson inside the 10 this time. From about the 6 or 7, running far side to the 20, to the 25, still on his feet, and he's down about the 30. They'll mark him at the 31-yard line on the far side from the left hash. Plains going to start first down and 10 with the best field position tonight so far.
So a good return by Thompson on there. Now the offense is going to get a chance to keep them in the game. Down 3 possessions right now. Just can't worry. You can't let this affect you in your game plan. You just got to go out there and keep doing your thing and be successful.
Israel Gonzalez to come back out at quarterback for the 4th time tonight here in this first quarter. Plainsmen trail 21-0. And it's a low snap. Gonzalez collects it, and he's going to get the first. No, he's not. I thought he's going to. Thought he had the line to gain there.
Yeah, I thought
didn't see that defender, but a 6-7-yard gain on the play.
Thought he was going to continue to go forward and get the first down, maybe a couple more afterwards. Instead, he tries to cut to his left side, try to make something happen, and he's going to fall a little short there on first. Good job on him to take that fumble off the snap and make something out of nothing.
2nd down and short, 2 yards to go, line to gain the 41. Snap, handoff, Iverson, first down, spins off a tackler, and he's down at the 45.
Iverson getting shifty there with that spin, able to get the first down on the play. Now the ball is moving, get the chains rolling.
Tackle made by Ty Amos.
Now Benton coming in here at wide receiver, could see him get a target thrown his way. Tight formation here on first down. Allen up at the top by himself.
On the new set of downs, they go back to the ground. Iverson gets outside to the 50. He's to the 40. He might go all the way for his first touchdown of the season. No flags on the field. Touchdown, Enid.
That's what we've been waiting for all season with Iverson. Ever since he came in for the first time against Broken Arrow, Coach Connor said he can break any run out for a touchdown and take defenders with him. There on the play, he saw an open lane, able to take it for the touchdown. That is his first of the season, and it comes at one of the best times possible.
You saw his teammates all hyped up to congratulate him on his first touchdown of his football career here at Enid High School.
So far, this offensive line doing a really good job of blocking this best in the state defensive line at Edmond Santa Fe. And they get home there with 2:52 to play in the first.
Gonzalez the hold, snap down, kick, and it's blocked. Dead play now, so no extra points for the Plainsmen there. The score 21-6, but that's the momentum they needed, Hayden. You were talking about they need a good play on the field, and they got outside. They weren't ready for Hayden Iverson's speed and strength.
Really started with that return by Thompson, a good return to the 31-yard line, and then from there, the offense set up, and it was just business from there. Iverson making moves on 2 straight plays for the touchdown.
I mean, he really went untouched on that play. The play before, he spun off a tackle, and it was like, okay, here's first down and 10. Let's see if they can get something going from the 45. Takes a snap, hands it off to Iverson, gets outside, untouched, touchdown Enid.
First he showcased the strength, and then next he showed how fast he is, and that speed and that vision, able to get the touchdown. It was a beautiful offensive drive, and you see down there, Coach Connor and Coach DeClerc. Shout out to both of them being here tonight.
How's that track journey going for you, Hayden?
It's going pretty well. Good first week of practice there. We run 40 miles a week just to start for another 40 next week, and then we start speed. It's been great.
Great to hear. Plainsmen a kickoff now. Kevin Vega is the kicker.
Boy, I bet you're excited for your final season of tennis later on in the spring.
You know, it should be a good one. I don't know if you're watching Coach Rogers, but got some big goals this year, and I'm hoping it goes as good as it can. Whalen and Robinson back deep to receive for the Edmond Santa Fe Wolves. An attempted onside kick, and it's recovered by Edmond Santa Fe inside their 40-yard line.
Takes a hard hit after the recovery. Now the defense going to come onto the field, hoping to get a stop for the first time tonight, get this offense the ball back with all the momentum, and try to get this game much closer and try to tie it up.
It was recovered by Abe Shoemaker. And here's this offense once again coming back out onto the field. You see Demarius Robinson out there along with Daniel Newton, the quarterback. Let's see what they can do right here.
They're going to really have to try to load the box, get some pressure behind the line of scrimmage, and get a stop. This is a crucial drive defensively.
Plainsmen look to send a lot of pressure, but they hand it off to Robinson. Hit hard and spins forward. About a 5-yard gain on the play. Sets up a 2nd down and 5.
Good job getting the tackle there on first down. Unfortunately, they get 5 on the play. But compared to the last couple runs we've seen on their last couple drives, that's a really good start.
They bring back up running back Joseph Hinton into the game, the senior tailback. And they're going to give it to him. And he's going to get to the 46-yard line. And yes, flag down in at the backfield or the line of scrimmage.
Possibly on the offense for holding. It is. So they're going to back up even more, and they're going to replace 2nd down. So now a 2nd and long situation. You'd like to hope that you force a 3rd and long situation and get off the field.
I mean, it's been interesting. This Plainsman defense has really loaded the box, and also Zaire Allen playing corner for this Enid defense, something he hasn't done since last season.
Yeah, he really did that a lot last year, and then going into spring ball and camp over the summer, practiced there a lot. Connor really thought he fit the offense better than defense, and he kept him there on offense up until.
Which I'd agree. He's a better offensive player in my opinion.
He really is.
Just has that frame, and he's tall enough to play wide receiver. Here's the pass to the far side. Their first time going to the air tonight, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 40. It's going to be a 3rd down and about 8 yards to go.
It's a really good job getting the tackle after the quick throw to avoid a conversion and keep the chain rolling. Now a 3rd and long situation. Got to get pressure in the backfield and get a stop and force a punt.
Malachi Davis with the reception. They like to run on 3rd down and longs with Robinson, and they will. Here's the snap handoff. Can he get the first down? No, he stops short near midfield, past the 45 to the 46. Plainsmen come up with the stop, And let's see if Edmond Santa Fe decides to punt this ball away.
Jesse Pinade with the low tackle, and it looks like they're going to go for it. It's an interesting call. If you're Enid and you get the stop, you start with excellent field position, and this would be a momentum-shifting play.
Newton in the pistol, fakes the snap. Plainsmen are off the line of scrimmage. Here's the audible from the near sideline. Tells his lineman. Now he sits back in the backfield. Standing at the 41 from the far side on the right hash. Snap, handoff, Robinson. Did he get the first down? He did not. It's a turnover on downs, and it's Plainsmen football.
Wow, what a play on defense. Getting pressure on the D-line and getting home, stopping one of the best in the nation. That's an impressive play by the D-line. Very athletic there. And now the offense gets the ball with all the momentum in the world. Let's see how they execute and get the touchdown.
I mean, as you just said, they're going to start with great field position. They're at the Edmond Santa Fe 47-yard line. Their first time starting on this side of the field tonight. Gonzalez comes back out at quarterback. He hasn't really made many plays in the air tonight. It's been all about the running game. And last touchdown was Aiden Iverson, but right now Blake Fuchs at the end of the game at running back. Handoff Fuchs up the gut, gets past the 45 to the 43.
Good start there on first down to get a couple. Now let's see what they do on second down. Running a hurry up this time.
More of the Condor style of offense. He likes to be up-tempo most of the time. Here's second down and about 6 or 7 yards to go. Handoff Fuchs gets some good yardage there to about the 40. They're going to say the 39. So 2 great runs from Blake Fuchs. I'd imagine they do it again on the third down and short, Hayden.
Yeah, I imagine they do. If not, you can really open up the passing game here with a lot of short passes. With all the momentum on your side offensively, there's really nothing you can't do. Got excellent field position. You don't have to worry. About 20 seconds left here in the first quarter.
Let's see if they try to get this first down before the quarter comes to an end. Third down and 2, ball at the 39. You have to get past the 37. Gonzalez back to throw. Pressure's on, fires in the near sideline. He caught it. It's a first down from Tyson Kennedy. They're going to say he's down at the 31, but move the chains for a fresh set of downs. Enid is moving the football, folks.
That was a great catch by Tyson Kennedy there on the sideline. The guy who's been doing it all tonight to this point. Been giving it his all.
That's the end of the first quarter. The score is 21-6. Plainsmen have a spark of hope so far. Most people said coming into this game tonight that the Plainsmen have no shot at all of winning it. Right now, they're really proving their way that they want to win this game.
Yeah, really showing that they came out here to compete and that they did not take this trip for nothing. As this first quarter comes to an end, an exciting game of football being played here tonight.
I mean, you just got to be thankful, especially if you're a senior like us. I mean, obviously we're not playing, but you just got to be thankful. You have at least one more game. Not all seniors around the state have a chance to play this game in the first round of the playoffs.
A true blessing to get to be here tonight and get to call this playoff game, as well as for the players getting to come out here and play this game tonight.
So Plainsmen to start first down and 10 in the second quarter at the 31-yard line from the right hash. The big first down throw, I just said Israel Gonzalez needs to make a play, and he made his first play of the night right there. And let's hope it's the start of many. He threw it to Tyson Kennedy for a sliding grab. It reminded me of that C.D. Lamb first down catch on 4th and 5 against West Virginia. You remember that play, Hayden?
Yeah, I really do. And Israel Gonzalez, speaking on him, has been hearing the talks about his play over the past couple weeks. Just like Geno Smith, he really hasn't written back. Let's see if he can get it going tonight.
See how Gonzalez answers with this 5-high coverage from Edmond Santa Fe. Drops back to throw, flips it, and it's intercepted by Bergen Kaiser. The Oklahoma commit makes a play where it looked like everything was going well for Enid. That's a turnover, and it's Israel's second turnover of the night, but his first interception.
Trying to set up the screen there. Unfortunately, he's able to come down with it for the interception. Bergen Kaiser, the Oklahoma commit, making plays as he has all year. Now it's up to the defense to get a stop and force a punt.
I mean, you can have a good defensive line who can make plays behind the line of scrimmage. When you have defensive linemen that can pick the ball off, it really just adds a new dynamic to your defense.
So 5 drives for Enid's offense tonight. This is the 4th for Edmond Santa Fe.
Here's Robinson trying to get outside, tackle behind line of scrimmage, but a couple flags down there where he gets taken down. We'll see what the call is right here. Head ref Michael Stevenson with the call.
So 2 penalties apiece for both teams heading in. See who gets their third. It looks like it's Edmond Santa Fe on the hold.
Well, if you unfortunately throw that interception, you have to make a stop on defense. You have 11 and 51 seconds to go in this first half. Momentum was swinging your way. You got to get it swinging back, folks.
This defensive line has done a really good job of keeping it tight and keeping it contested. Drayden Russell, somebody who's been in the backfield a lot this
Pitch
season.
to Robinson, and Joshua Withy going to drag him down as he helps up Robinson right there. Great sportsmanship from Withy, the assistant principal's son, Hayden.
Yeah, Withy, the leading tackler on the season, as you said. Principal's son making a good play. Been respectful all season. Something he's done a lot.
11:25 to go in the first half. The score 21-6 here in the first round of the 6A1 playoffs. Daniel Newton takes the snap, back to throw. Looks far side, and it's taken in at the 20-yard line. Shoemaker, and he's down at the 25. A short gain on the play. 3rd down and 16 yards to go.
Washington there to get the low tackle for the stop. Now a 3rd and long situation. Another chance to get off the field for the Plainsmen. See if the defensive line can get some pressure on the play. Secondary can come through and get a stop.
We've been told they like to run on 3rd down and long when Robinson is in the game, but right now Joseph Hinton is into the game. Let's see what they do. They're going to give it to Hinton on the 3rd down at 16, and he's going to get dropped. 2-yard gain on the play, and he'll get to the 27. And they're going to say 3 yards. But either way, that's a stop, and they're going to have to punt. They're deep in their own territory, at least deeper than they were last time when they were on 4th down.
Plainsmen playing great defense here in this first half. Despite the fact that they allowed 14 straight points, able to get a stop in the last couple drives now. So after 2 touchdowns, a turnover on downs, and a punt.
Bergen Kaiser is doing everything for Santa Fe tonight as he just boots that ball away. Thompson back to receive, takes it at the 25. Looking for a hole, and he's going to barrel forward to past the 30 to about the 34.
As you said, the offense setting shop here at the 34-yard line. Israel Gonzalez after the interception. Got to forget about it and move on and get this ball moving.
First down again, Enid at their own 35-yard line.
I sense a big play coming, Landon, on this offensive drive. I've got a feeling something big is about to happen here offensively.
10:04 to go here in the first half and the second quarter. Plainsmen trail by 15 points. Trips to the left, back to throw. Gonzalez looks to the far side. He's got a man, Washington, but it's overthrown. Into double coverage there as the Santa Fe defensive backs were shadowing him on that right sideline, but the clock will stop at 9:59, just under 10 minutes ago. Now it's 2nd down and 10 for the Plainsmen.
Possibly could have been one of those big plays. Jamison Washington getting to just go and let it rip. Gonzalez gets it down there, just overthrown by a tiny bit. Not in stride with Washington, so incomplete. Now here's 2nd down, trips to the bottom. See what they do.
I mean, it could have been a scripted play, but at the same time, you don't want to throw into double coverage. Let's see if they can do something else here. It's a screen play to the near side. Kennedy caught inside the 35, and he's going to dive forward to about the 38. 3-yard gain on the play, sets up 3rd down and 7 in their own territory. A big 3rd down here tonight.
You really hope you convert here on 3rd down and long. You don't want to let this defense try to carry you to a win here tonight. They can't get stops forever. Eventually, they'll grow tired. So the offense is going to have to execute and keep the chains moving.
The bell rings here on 3rd down. Home team band is playing some music.
A great turnout for Enid on the way tonight. A lot of people showing up, showing out to support.
Timeout on the field, taken by the Plainsmen.
Gonna talk things over here on 3rd, see what they want to do on offense. It's gonna be an interesting one.
So that's their 2nd timeout of the first half. They've been the only team to take timeouts in this game so far. And the Plainsmen sideline over there as they're in that huddle. You saw Joshua Withy clapping to encourage his teammates, as he usually only plays defense, but he's there to hype his teammates up. You see him right there, number 33. He's ready to go. He wants to get back on the field, but first, the Plainsmen got to score.
He's been playing quite a bit of offense, too, tonight. Been in a lot of tight formations, mostly blocking for the run. He's a guy who can actually run the football himself, a hard-nosed runner, a guy with a lot of strength. So let's see what they do here on 3rd down and 7 after the timeout. Edmond Santa Fe coming back on the field. They're ready to go. Now Enid with a chance to keep the ball moving and make it a 2-score game. You could possibly go for 2 if you score a touchdown, but you got to convert first.
You know, when the Plainsmen play teams that run the 4-2, which Santa Fe's done a little bit tonight, they like to run on these 3rd down and long situations. And right here, it's a tight formation. You wonder if that's what they're going to do.
It would be quite interesting if they did run it on this play.
Iverson's the running back, but they're going to go to the air. He looks on the far side for Washington. Did he take it in? He did. First down for the Plainsmen at midfield.
So they try to get him on the go just a couple plays ago. It goes incomplete. This time they go at him again, give him another chance at it, getting the catch for the first down. Really impressive. Now they keep the chains moving. That may be one of those big plays that they needed.
When you absolutely have to move the football, they did. As Bennett Percival comes into the game, and he's in this trip side on the near sideline. You can't really see him on the screen, but you can see his helmet to the left of that scoreboard. Here's the snap. It's a handoff. Iverson to the 50. Gets outside. He's to the 45. To the 40. Iverson trying to cut it back to the far side, but he gets the first down either way. Still dragging defenders. Oh, my goodness. I didn't even see him on his feet there, Hayden.
Man, we just saw a beast mode moment with Aiden Iverson after the touchdown run just a couple of drives ago, taking defenders with him, making everybody look silly, getting it inside near the blue zone. This offense is moving. Another big play here offensively. Iverson having himself quite the night tonight.
This Edmond Santa Fe defense definitely the weak part of this team if you look at both sides of the ball,
Especially
the secondary.
Landon.
Once he gets past the linebacking core, he might go all the way like he did in that drive 2 drives ago.
Yeah, once he gets to the 3rd level of the defense, he'll be gone.
Let's hope they get another big play here. First down for the Plainsmen at the 24. Snap. They're going to give it to Iverson, but he's going to go forward for only a yard.
Keon Young into the game at wide receiver for the first time. Somebody who's been very, very good this season, especially in the JV. As a freshman, very impressive. He's been able to make varsity. He's done a really good job receiving-wise, and somebody who's not in the game right now, Bennett Percival, has a very good connection with him as a QB wide receiver duo.
Iverson goes out, Fuchsa goes in. After the 1-yard gain, 2nd down and 9 from the 23. Just under 8 minutes in this first half now. A tight formation, but one wide receiver to the far side. It's Keon Young. Gonzalez rolls right, fires last second, hit as he throws, and it's incomplete. Looks towards the end zone. Thrown into triple coverage, but fortunately it wasn't intercepted.
Yeah, looking for a flag on the play after pushing Young over to the ground as he goes back and gets the ball from the sideline. No flag on the play. Maybe shouldn't have thrown it into triple coverage. So now a 3rd down situation. You're just outside the red zone. You got to get to about the 15, 14-yard line for a first. See what they draw up here.
9 yards to go. Line to gain is about the 15, maybe the 14. Same concept. Rolls right. Gonzalez, and he's taken down behind the line of scrimmage for a 2-yard sack on the play. I mean, I'd imagine you go forward right here on this 4th down and long in pretty good field position.
Yeah, absolutely. You got to go for it here. Tried to roll out there, see if he can make something happen. Unfortunately, tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Now a 4th down situation. Got to make something happen.
I mean, your freshman kicker may or may not have the range, but either way, it's playoff football, Hayden. You got to go for it. 4th down and 11. Ball on the 25. Just about 7 minutes to go in this game. Gonzalez back to throw. And he gets sacked on the play. Multiple defensive linemen get there. And that's a turnover on downs.
On the carry for Enid. Number 21, Jacob Smith with the tackle. Turnover on down. First down and
So Gonzalez takes the snap, immediately runs straight into the defensive line. Maybe looked like he panicked on the play. The pressure got to him for a moment. Tried to make a quick decision that did not work out in his favor. A turnover on downs when they were in prime position to score after the Iverson run. So now on defense, you got to get another stop, which they've been doing so far tonight. See if they continue that trend.
Here's Robinson. Hit at the knees, tackle and a flag down at the 31 after the play. Holding on the offense for the second time tonight. Going to move it back for a first down and long. I'm going to talk a little bit about that last drive, Hayden. I mean, when you're a young quarterback like Israel Gonzalez, at least at the varsity level, he's only played 5 games so far. You're going to tend to make some mistakes that a young quarterback's going to make.
Yeah, you always make mistakes as a young quarterback. You even make mistakes when you're a pro, up in the NFL, up in college. You're bound to make mistakes. That was just one of those that he wished he had back. Now 4 penalties on Edmond Santa Fe tonight. So winning the penalty battle, Enid is. Unfortunately, the score does not reflect that.
Here's the throw, and it's caught on the far sideline, but it gets dragged down quick by Jamison Washington.
Defensively, they really need a turnover. So far tonight, Enid not winning the turnover battle. Only 1 turnover for Edmond Santa Fe, and that was on downs. An interception, a turnover on downs, and a fumble for Enid.
Here's Robinson. Finds a hole, still on his feet, and he's at midfield. Robinson cuts back inside. Inside the 10, and he's dragged down there. Hit at the ankles, a huge run, and definitely a momentum shift for Edmond Santa Fe.
Belial with the leg tackled there at last second to avoid the touchdown. Now a 1st and goal situation. Trying to run it quick, trying to see if they can maybe get a quick one for a touchdown.
Hinton in the game, but Daniel Newton has the football up the middle. Ball's loose. Who picks it up? Edmond Santa Fe does last second.
That could have been a huge turnover that they needed on the fumble. They're able to get a clutch stop, get a hard hit on him, and that ball jarred loose. Unfortunately, not recovered by the defense. Now another timeout called, so they're going to go into the huddle and talk this one over. Maybe even catch their breath there, so they can run what they want to. It looked like maybe they just weren't set completely, that they didn't have a play that they wanted to run.
Well, after that Robinson huge run, they bring in Hinton into the game at tailback, but
this Edmond Santa Fe offense really trying to run quick and keep this defense on their heels. If this defense gets set, they've done a really good job of stopping this offense so far tonight. Edmond Santa Fe really trying to get the momentum and keep it and just try to run this one away.
You know, they're usually not an up-tempo team, but I mean, talking to Coach Connor before this game, he said he doesn't expect them to change anything up offensively. I mean, on paper, when you're the better team, you're not going to change anything up.
But they've really changed it up tonight with how they play. Obviously, with Demarius Robinson, they have not run it with him very many times tonight, although when he has been on the field, he has been quite efficient. They just have not used him a whole lot. Now, perhaps maybe they argue, or maybe you could argue that he's a little bit banged up right now. Regardless, they are not using him nearly as much. And that's going to be a jump by the Enid defense, so that's going to be a penalty.
Going to be half the distance to the goal.
Yeah.
Ball on the 2. So they're going to bring him to the 1-yard line.
Just a situation you don't want to be in defensively, with a chance for them to go up another touchdown. You don't want to allow that. You almost got off the field off of a fumble. You got to keep your head up high and get the stop.
Snap, Newton up the middle, Robinson untouched into the end zone. Touchdown, Edmond Santa Fe. 27-6 the score here in the first half with 5:49 to go. Robinson brings it in once again for the Wolves.
Yeah, Robinson capping off a long drive for the touchdown. Going up another touchdown there. 27-6 with the extra point on the way. 5:49 to go.
Cale Purvis to send up the PAT, and once again, he's been perfect so far tonight. And it's good. 28-6 the score. Plainsmen trail in the first half. They're going to have to kick it off to the Wolves to start the second. So you absolutely have to score in this next drive. Just some mistakes made on the last one.
Yeah, just some simple mistakes made on the last one. Moving the ball just fine against this Edmond Santa Fe defense. Doing a really good job. They just got to execute to the very end and get some points on the board.
Some scores around the state here in the first round of the 6A1 2023 playoffs. It's North versus North, but it's Edmond North at Norman North. 7-10, the Huskies trail on the road. Mustang at Westmore, 7-15. Westmore on top by 8 points. Broken Arrow at Norman, 21-18. And it says Norman won that one last night. Kale Purvis to kick off for Edmond Santa Fe.
Man, Landon, that Norman High Broken Arrow game was a really good one last night. Very exciting one to the very end. A good defensive performance from both teams, with Norman High ended up winning. In a surprising game, 21-18. Broken Arrow could not make the comeback late. Going into the fourth, they were down 21-10, scoring the touchdown and going for two and getting it. Just unfortunately late in the game, they could not win the game or tie it up either.
Sounds like an interesting one, Hayden. Sorry. But
mounting the comeback just unfortunately fell short. Broken Arrow's season is now over.
Homeside making noise for the kickoff.
Really not a Broken Arrow team we're used to seeing. They've been very successful over the past couple of years. Last year they really showed cracks in the system, showed that they may have had a couple fatal flaws. Now this year it's really fallen flat on their face a little bit. They've been a little bit disappointing, to say the least.
So that kick goes out of bounds, but they're going to have to re-kick this one out the field.
So something we have not mentioned, the winner of this game would go on to Jinx to play the Trojans. That would be an exciting one for whoever gets to go play them.
I mean, definitely Jinx.
And Edmond Santa Fe, as you said earlier, actually won their game against Jinx.
In week 0, they did 27-26. They defeated the Trojans on the road at Allen Trimble Stadium
so maybe,
to start the season off.
Maybe playing with a bit of fire tonight to see if they can go and get another statement win against the Trojans. Maybe the Trojans looking for a little bit of revenge.
Here's the thing about the Trojans, Hayden. We know they like their revenge. I mean, look at their 2022 season. Who did they knock off the last week of the regular season?
Bixby.
Yeah, they snapped that, what was it, 58 game winning streak or 59?
It was 59,
About 60. Let's just keep it at that. I don't know the exact number.
They almost had the nation's record for most consecutive wins.
Oh, no, they did.
Yeah, they did for a minute.
Almost had the all-time record, but they had the current winning streak record.
Current record, they were going for that all-time, and the Trojans put a stop to it. Fortunately, they got the rematch later. Bixby was able to dominate.
Yeah, they won that game
that
28-14 in the semifinals of the playoffs last year. In 2022, the season really as a whole, there were a lot of really good teams that were kind of, juggernauts, Bixby, Jinx, a couple other schools, Owasso, Union were really good. Yeah, this year it's been really open. I mean, obviously Bixby has been dominating, but other than that, I mean, Jinx was losing games. They've lost about 3 games. It's been interesting, to say the least, but here's Blake Fuchsa to the 40. To the 40 again, to the 30. He might go all the way. An 80-yard score. No flags on the field. Touchdown, Plainsmen.
What a response by the Plainsmen offense. Fuchsa taking it up the gut. Nobody was able to catch him. He was able to it looked like maybe he skipped into the end zone a little bit, running out of breath on that play, able to score the touchdown. Now the question is, do you go for 2? It looks like they are.
Oh, Coach Cameron Condor would love to go for 2 right here.
Coach Condor loves to be aggressive and make something happen. Let's see what he draws up here for the 2-point conversion. Seen a lot of trick plays this year, quite a few interesting ones. A couple of them he's really been excited to showcase. Coming into our interviews after the trick play the week after and saying, hey, you like that trick play? You like what I designed? You want me to tell you about it?
Let's hope the Plainsmen attempting to go for 2 here can pay off.
And as you were talking about last season, every team was really talented in their own way, or in some way. Everybody had that unique or special attribute to them that made them a talented team. Kind of this year, it's been really open. It's really been anybody's game this year.
In the shotgun. Snap, lob to the end zone. He's looking for Allen. He caught it, but was he in bounds? No, he was not.
They're going to call it out of bounds. Maybe didn't get that foot into the back of the end zone, so it's going to be no good on the 2-point conversion. But on a one-play touchdown, that's all the momentum that you needed to score.
I mean, with just under 6 minutes to go, you're going to kick the ball off to start the second half, which you absolutely would love to see is 2 stops and 2 scores. Might be a little bit of push with this much, time left in the first half, but you can always hope.
But you can always get the ball back after a defensive stop and score before the half. Maybe even go for 2 and make it an 8-point game before halftime. And all of a sudden it would be a 1-score game. And then if you get the stop coming into the second half, you give your offense the chance to go down the field and tie the game.
Definitely going to be a very interesting 5 minutes and 37 seconds left.
So we've been talking
in the
about
second quarter,
this defense has really been one of the keys of the game. They really got to get stops. They've been doing a very good job of that so far tonight, getting stops when they absolutely need to, giving their offense a chance time in and time again to score.
I mean, they got to send as much pressure as possible. They've been doing that so far tonight. They've been trying their best. They got to try to take them out of their comfort zone as well, try to make them pass the football.
And they've been doing a good job of that. They've been getting stops in the run when they really, really need to. Unfortunately, they've broken out a couple big plays, but we expected that from this Edmond Santa Fe defense. But this Plainsmen defense has really stepped up when it matters and gotten stops.
Here's the onside kick. Takes a bounce, and it looks like it's going to go out of bounds. It does. At the 40-yard line, there's the flag. Comes flying down. So Santa Fe to start with good field position, but they did, a while back in this game, and the Plainsmen came up with a huge stop on the running back, Demarius Robinson, who, as we said, one of the best running backs in the whole nation and definitely the best in the state. Most coaches in this area are going to agree on that statement.
Something else I saw after that return that I thought it was a little interesting. One of our special teams players, Caden Troy, looked like he was limping afterwards. Hope he's okay on the play.
Somebody's really been hurt a lot this season.
Yeah, he's really been injured a lot this season. Hasn't gotten a whole lot of time in his junior year. Going to hope to bounce back and have a good senior season next year.
They're going to set up at the 47-yard line, 3 yards shy, midfield from the right hash. Snap, Newton, handoff, Robinson, blown up behind the line of scrimmage. He's tackled for a loss.
Look at the defensive line getting home on the play. Look like Jarrett Russell is limping afterwards, coming off, hopefully just for a play or 2. But Weston Bramwell, a guy who's really filled in this year and done a nice job getting pressure behind the line of scrimmage. Let's see if he can make a play. So after a huge play where they blew up the line to get a tackle for loss, now a second down and long situation with 5:13 to go, they're going to send the dogs.
Clock is running, second down 11. Back up running back, hit hard, no! It's the quarterback keeper, and he goes forward past the 50 to the 48. Daniel Newton keeps the ball, takes it to the near sideline.
Tricking Withy on the play, but look at that hit, knocking 25 out of the game. Quarterback tries to keep it himself. Now Newton getting tackled by Kennedy. Now it's a 3rd and short or medium situation. Under 5 minutes to go, you got a chance to get off the field once again and give your offense the football.
3rd down and 4, you have to get past the 43. In the pistol, Robinson in the game, but they're going to the air. Fires, and it's caught by Shoemaker. First down, Edmond Santa Fe. A well-drawn-up play there from the Wolves.
Wow, what a play by Edmond Santa Fe's offense, getting a tight end out there. Gets the catch, and a couple more afterwards. He was wide open on the play. Fortunately, we got the tackle to avoid a couple extra yards afterwards. Now they're moving the chains and passing, something that we don't see very often from them.
Under 4 minutes and 30 seconds, but you absolutely have to get the stop. You want to stay in this game. Edmond Santa Fe gets the ball to start the second. There's the stop. A 3-yard gain from the quarterback keeper there from Daniel Newton.
This defense doing exactly what they wanted to do coming in this game, getting pressure behind the line of scrimmage and forcing them to try to pass the football, something that they really don't like to do, much less rely on it on a 3rd down situation. They really like to run the ball on 3rd, even if it's a long situation. Forcing them to pass the ball here and overcome adversary, that's a really good job defensively.
Under 4 minutes now, second down and 7 at the Plainsmen 35 from the left hash. In the pistol again, they motion Robinson out of the backfield. Back to throw. He has nowhere to go. Flush down the pocket. He's going to keep it himself. He's to the 30, and he gets dragged out of bounds, but he gets the first down by 1 yard.
Washington there to stop a huge gain, unfortunately getting the first down. Clock stops at 3:38 to go here in this first half.
Flag down, though. There is a flag down.
So this one,
They didn't move the chains. It has to be against Edmond Santa Fe. I didn't see what happened. Did you see what happened?
I did not exactly see what happened, but it looks like it is on Edmond Santa Fe as they're backing up. So a
Holding.
huge break on the hold for the Plainsmen defensively. So all of a sudden, that could be a momentum-shifting play for the defense. See if they can get home a couple more times to get the stop. It's a 2nd and a long situation. You could be forcing them to pass here. Is something that they really don't like to do. If you make them play out of structure, they could tend to struggle.
Robinson's in the game. I imagine they run the ball. They go to the ground. Here's Robinson. He's still on his feet. He's to the 40. Gets outside to the 35, and he's down at the 34. Still not a first down, but it's definitely a 3rd down and long here.
Jaron Porter with the first contact there to make and help get the stop. Now it's a 3rd down and medium-ish situation. A chance to get off the field defensively. See what they do here. They could send a lot of pressure.
3:15 to go. Clock is running. 28-12 here in the first round of the 6A1 2023 Oklahoma State playoffs. Snap. Newton to the air. He's going to the far side. Incomplete. It's knocked down, and there's no flag on the play for interference.
What a play by Jamison Washington there to get the pass breakup. That beautiful coverage on his part, following him step for step, just like his shadow. That was perfect right there. Textbook, could not get better than that. Now they're going to have to punt the football with 3 minutes to go, and this offense has got a chance to make this game a lot closer.
Let's talk about Jamison Washington. I know he got hurt in that Moore game, but let's talk about that Moore game specifically, Hayden. He was a dog, blowing up C.J. Simon all night long, the Texas Tech commit. I mean, you put him against anybody in the state, I think he has a good chance of stopping him every time.
He's been playing great. That play.
A guy who really didn't play a lot last season either.
Yes, just speaking of last season, I was going to say that play by Washington really reminded me last year when Devin Gaines in the end zone against Edmond Memorial broke up that pass towards the end of the game in the end zone to help us win our first playoff game in a long time. That was a great play by Washington, stepping up just like his former friend.
You know, it's pretty interesting. You play 2 Edmond schools in a row in this Edmond Public Schools district. They have the same 3 stadiums at every single 6A1 school.
When I got here,
no, it is identical. They dropped the same
they
stadium. They copy paste, but they just put different colors on the turf and on the walls and obviously the scoreboard and other things like that.
I remember getting here and saying, Landon, are we at Edmond Memorial right now? And you're like, not exactly.
Is it snowing?
Close enough.
Is it snowing? It's not snowing.
But it was beautiful outside. The skyline looked beautiful, Landon.
Oh, it sure did. I mean, we both got pictures pre-game of that, of the sky.
Had to get a couple pictures.
Here's Edmond Santa Fe. They're not going to punt it away. They're going to go for it. Robinson in the game at running back as they're in the pistol. Snap. Fake toss. Back to throw. Pressure's on him. Lobs it up. And incomplete. He dropped it.
Jamison Washington there on the coverage once again. So a huge play defensively on the drop. With 2:58 to go, the Plainsmen are going to get the football back.
An inaccurate pass, though. I mean, he's looking for his wideout. It was just too far in front of his fingertips.
Just like I said, when they have to play out of structure and throw the football, they tend to struggle. This wide receiver core below average. And right there, they get home there on the 4th down. Now the offense has a chance to score.
The second 4th down stop of the night for this Plainsman defense. But now the offense comes out on the field. Aiden and Iverson, their running back, they've had 2 huge running touchdown plays that have gone for 50+.
He's really met expectations tonight. Let's see what Gonzalez does here.
Incomplete. He's looking for Washington. Almost intercepted, but he falls to the ground. The defensive back there, Devin Howard. So clock will stop at 2:53. It's going to be 2nd down and long.
Dangerous pass there on 1st down, but 2nd down, so you're going to get another try at it. See what they do. Let's see what they do. Let's see what they do.
I like that.
Had to say it 3 times.
3rd time's a charm.
Yeah, had to say it 3 times to really sell the point.
Let's definitely see what they do here, Hayden. Just under 3 minutes. Trips to the left, 1 to the right. Iverson still in the game at running back. And they're going to give it to Iverson. Finds a hole, dives to about the 40. 6-yard gain on the play, sets up a 3rd down and 4 yards to go.
Another good play by Iverson to set up a 3rd and medium situation. So making it a lot easier to convert. Clock ticking, 2:30 to play. This offense is moving. Now they got to convert here on 3rd down and keep it going.
You got to score on this drive here. You're kicking off to Santa Fe to start the 2nd half. And if you make the 2-point conversion, it's a 1-score game of 8 points.
Yeah, absolutely. So on the
you don't want to give him the ball here, though. I mean, you got to just
absolutely not. Here on the 40-yard line.
Score to end this half out.
Got to get it Got to keep it going now. 2 minutes to go.
Here's a snap, handoff, big third down. Iverson gets the first down. He's in midfield to the 40, still on his feet, and he's to the 25 to the 20 down inside the blue zone.
Another blue zone trip for the Plainsmen. Look at that. Iverson with another huge run, a big play offensively. 2 minutes now, exactly. First down in the blue zone. That's another trip for them. Looks like they're going to cash in, hopefully, for another score.
Ball spotted at the 19 after the huge run. He's had many of those tonight, Hayden. 2:01 on the clock here in this first half. 28-12 the score. Plainsmen looking to score to end this first half. Let's hope they can do it right here. Trips to the right, snap, back to throw. Gonzalez, pressure on, evades a tackler, decides to use his feet, and he's still on his feet, but he gets pushed out of bounds. Not the first down that he wanted, but about a 7 or 8 yard gain on the play.
Gaining a couple afterwards, making something happen out of nothing. Pressure immediately in his face. He was able to evade to his right side, get a couple, make it a 2nd and short. Clock ticking, not anymore. But we're approaching almost 90 seconds to go.
That's the upside you have, though, with Gonzalez in the game at quarterback. He really can utilize his legs.
Yeah, a young Johnny Manziel type player who can make anything happen in the run game.
Clock stopped at 1:53, 2nd down and short, 3 yards to go.
So if you score here, you in just maybe a couple more seconds on the time, so timeout called. But if you score here in maybe like the next 30-ish seconds, you don't give Edmond Santa Fe very much time to score. In a game where they have very much struggled to score offensively, you'd have a chance here.
He definitely will. I didn't see who took the timeout there, but 1:53 to go in this game. We've been talking about it. You got to score on this drive. It's going to be interesting what they draw up here. In the Santa Fe defense, I mean, it's their secondary. That's their weak side of the defense. Maybe you go to the air here.
Quite possibly you could go to the air with just about anybody. Tyson Kennedy, Keon Young, Zaire Allen, Jamison Washington, Mason Benton, Bennett Percival. There's a lot of guys that you could get out on this field.
We haven't seen a lot of Bennett Percival tonight.
It looks like there's going to be Washington, Kennedy, and Allen on the field. So look for those 3 guys on this play to get the ball in the air, try to take advantage of this Edmond Santa Fe secondary. Looks like they're going to bring down 2 guys on Allen on the play. This is a crucial 2nd down.
Fuchsa is the running back into the game right now for the Plainsmen. 2nd down and 3. They give it to Fuchsa. Drags defenders, and he gets the first down. He gets the first down.
Wow. Churning the ball offensively, making this Edmond Santa Fe defense, earn it. 1:45 to play, a first down, a fresh set of downs here.
First down and goal, 8 yards. The clock is running right now at 1:37.
One thing you absolutely want to do is protect the football, make sure you don't get a turnover at this point down the field.
Here's the handoff to Fuchsa. Gets to the 5, and that's where they drag him down.
So now 2nd down, so you're going to get 3 more tries at it. Clock ticking.
I'd imagine you just wait for the game clock to run down. I'd imagine you just wait for the game clock to run down on each one of these plays.
Yeah, going to really try to get time to beat half.
If you want to win this football game, you have to score on this drive.
Absolutely. This is a very crucial drive for this offense. They're going to have to score in the next 2 plays. No room for error now.
After 3 yards on first down, they go to the air. Gonzalez rolls right, fires to the end zone, intercepted! It's intercepted by Edmond Santa Fe. They come up. It's intercepted by Edmond Santa Fe. They come up with a huge stop.
Just as you said, or just as I said, they had to protect the football on the play. Israel Gonzalez on a rollout, throws it straight to an Edmond Santa Fe defender. Unfortunately, a crucial turnover at this point in the game. That was just a mistake that you absolutely did not want to make. Israel Gonzalez is going to want that pass back for a long time.
We talk about the Santa Fe secondary, how it's the weak part of this team.
Safety. This defensive line has really come home a lot tonight and gotten pressure in the backfield.
He's down at the 4. Now I'm going to say the 5 yard line. 3 yard gain on the play from the junior running back Demarius Robinson. 2nd down and 7 now. Clock is running.
.20 seconds to go.
To the ground again for Robinson. Wants to get outside, breaks the tackle, but he dives forward. Still no first down, but he's down at the 9-yard line. 3 yards to go for the first down.
And it looks like they're just going to let this clock tick down and go into the half with a 16-point lead.
Clock hits 0. That's the end of the first half. 28-12. Plainsmen to kick off to start the second. And you know, unfortunately, you throw the interception in the end zone. That might hurt you later on.
Yeah, but this has been a very competitive game to this point, regardless of what the score says. A 16-point lead for Edmond Santa Fe, but most of those scores coming very early in the first quarter. And now Enid been trying to catch up, very close, but not quite there yet. They're going to need 2 really nice drives with 2 two-point conversions to tie this game up, get the momentum back. But first, you have to stop Edmond Santa Fe's offense.
Craig Liddell. We'll be back later.
Good evening, Pace and Plainsman family. For those of you on the Friday night viewing, greetings from halftime of our playoff game. First round on the road against Edmond Santa Fe. Come on, Plainsmen, keep battling. For those of you who are tuning in on Sunday evening, this past week had some really cool highlights though, and we're going to touch on some of those and then give you some of the preview for what's coming up at us pretty fast. Last week before we go into Thanksgiving week, and we're going to make sure that we're finishing strong as we run down through this semester. This past Wednesday, we had an amazing day. We had our juniors and senior students. They were off doing virtual assignments. Many of them took advantage of the college tours. We had students go to Alva, Northwestern Oklahoma State, UCO to Edmond. We had students going to NOC Enid. We even had a group get to go over to a physics conference at Oklahoma State University, all sponsored by Enid Public Schools, and getting our students so many looks and so many opportunities that will hopefully inspire them for their future. Our Longfellow Mustangs, Waller Eagles, and Emerson Irish, they all came over and joined our 9th and 10th graders as we took the pre-ACT test that morning. We had over 1,800 students take that test. We've got to wait on results coming back, but really a great experience for those students to practice as they get ready to do that their junior year when it is required to take the ACT. That's the academic version that is required by the state of Oklahoma for graduation, and we had over 1,000 students take it that day, and many of those students passed. We already have results on that. We did quite well, very well in fact. So a bunch of students getting that requirement knocked out and moving us forward. So really a cool deal. This past Wednesday, also saw the Air Force ROTC Regional Director come to Enid. He stayed over that night, and then he joined us at Enid High on the Thursday for our 3-year inspection. That's a big deal. And Colonel Murray, Sergeant Nelson, they had our cadets on top form, and we've got to wait on our final rankings, but it was a great day, and special to see our instructors and our cadets really shine and really impress a really special guy that came to visit. Thursday evening, our play Rumors opened, and it was really a cool deal. Superb play, good laugh along the way, and our students, our actors, just standout performances. Did a little date night with my wife, and we thoroughly enjoyed it, so well done. That carries on tonight, Friday, and also Saturday evening is the last performance for the fall play. This morning, we saw our annual Veterans Day Assembly, which we held for the whole school, and that's to honor those who have represented our country. Our Air Force Junior ROTC always do an amazing job of honoring those who serve. Big Blue Band and our choir representatives added a fantastic musical element and really was very a classy affair. Going forward for this coming week, Monday and Tuesday afternoons, we will have Autry tours for our sophomores. Our 10th grade students will go off, depending on what last name you have for the block of the alphabet. One group will go on Monday afternoon, the other group go on Tuesday afternoon, and it's special because our students get to see what Autry is really like prior to them enrolling for classes that will begin in January and February. So that is getting them ready for next year, and hopefully really inspire students to finish strong with that goal, that carrot in front of them. I want to get to Autry, I want to be successful, and that becomes a special day. Monday morning, Monday the November the 13th, we will celebrate early signing day, and our students who are ready to commit their future at the next level, following their passions and getting it further their athletic career. I believe we've got 7 student athletes who will be signing that morning, and we'll get to celebrate them there in the new gym at 9 a.m. On the Monday the 13th. As fall sports begin to wind up, winter sports are ratcheting up with swim on the road this week, wrestling are hosting Meet the Pacers and Plainsmen on Thursday, and our coaches really pushing both indoor distance running. That's a really cool piece that keeps their season going. And also our basketball teams by really picking up the pace and driving things as they get very close to competing and making it happen in their competition season. Tuesday, November 14th will be the evening for our fall sports banquets. Always a good time. We'll be celebrating multiple teams, multiple successes, and that's a special, special night. Academically, we host our next round of our RTI, that's Response to Intervention. That's our grade recovery sessions with various teachers in English and history. It will be this coming week on Wednesday during Vision Seeker time, and our students will get much support to keep that rolling. There's only 4 weeks of the semester left. We need everyone. It truly takes a village, guys. We need everyone to encourage our students to finish strong. Remember, we do have our tutoring options available, teachers and peers tutors, the before and after school. So teachers' morning office hours are a critical piece of this, so our students really need to take advantage of this. It's training students, really trusting them to be mature, empowering them to own their academic success, come in, get their help from their teachers, and get all the supports they need. We need our students to finish strong because Enid High, you've got to pass your classes to earn the credits, and all those credits count towards graduation. Our younger students, freshmen rising, they sometimes don't realize that right away. We do not want any student to be surprised when they have to retake a class or they don't get to promote to the next grade level because they've not earned it. Our students have to earn it. That's what's so important. Why our diploma means a lot when they walk across the stage as seniors. For our students who are planning to take the December 9th National ACT here at Enid High or anywhere else, please look for our upcoming ACT workshops. We are looking to host those on Saturday, December 2nd, probably in the morning, and then a couple of nights the following week, maybe the Monday and Tuesday, and all that's to be finalised. We're working our way through that just now, but we do want our students to attend. This is a free sessions, thanks to our amazing EPS Foundation, who sponsor and truly the information that's shared by our teachers who work this, it is gold. It really helps students have a chance to really move the needle and get higher scores on the ACT, which again opens so many doors to our students in their futures. We wish you guys all the very best. Enjoy the rest of this evening and have a great week. And when we do get there, which is 1 week out, enjoy Thanksgiving break when that comes around. As always, go Big Blue.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the C&D Midway Show. Go ahead and shake my hand. Oh.
You got it, man. They got it.
There you go. That's how you do it. All right. Well, we were here last week.
I love it.
And we said you got Hayden, but we switched it up because this might be the last game of the season. And, football and us has been dated back to the year 2020. Yeah. Hashtag COVID-19. But, let's talk about this first half of play. Go ahead. What are your thoughts?
Your superintendent was a little angry on that last interception.
I heard you were yelling a little bit.
I didn't. I did. I was a little upset. Dang it. We should have had that one. We can hang with these guys.
We can hang with them. Here's the thing.
That's the deal. We score right there. And, it's a one-possession game potentially.
Here's the thing. Their running back, you saw him run.
He can
Number
go.
6, one of the best in the nation, definitely the best in the state. And we've
go.
been locking them up pretty decently. Our defense, we play against these big-time guys. Usually, we can't stop them, but tonight they've been doing a great job. I'm proud of the boys.
We made the adjustments. We're tackling better. We're wrapping up. They got on us early, but we've showed a lot of guts battling back that second quarter there. And Blake Fuchs is running hard. And
so is Iverson.
Iverson, man, he's running hard.
He's not just a basketball player.
No, he's not.
We'll see if he's the answer after tonight.
I hope he is, but we need to. Who gets the ball first? I can't remember.
Edmond Santa Fe is going to get the ball to start the second half.
They'll get it start off second half.
Hey, let's look at this bracket. Okay. So Norman beat Broken Arrow last night. Norman North plays Edmond North. Who do you think is going to win that game?
Norman North, Edmond North. I'm taking Norman North.
I'm going to take Norman North, too. They were up last time we checked. We're going to check the scores in a second as well.
Okay.
They were up by 3 points. And then Westmore Mustang. That's going to be a really good game. That's what I think.
Westmore Mustang be a tough one. Yeah.
4 seed versus 5 seed. And then obviously we have this game here tonight, which has been closer than a lot of people have thought so far.
Absolutely. And that's what's really cool about 6A is, they take the top 6 teams, give them 1 and 2 a bye. And because it's so competitive, and proof is right here tonight. We got a chance to win this thing. We're the 6th seed. We got a chance to upset the 3 seed.
All right, Mustang at Westmore, 29-10. Westmore on top at halftime.
All right, 29-10 who?
Westmore on top.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's our district. That's good.
Yep, Edmond North at Norman North, 10-7 at halftime. Still the same score. Norman North up by 3. And this game here, 28-12, and obviously, Broken Arrow Norman. Broken Arrow lost last night.
All right.
But let's talk about the Plainsmen. They made the playoffs, obviously, this season. And last season was their first playoff appearance in about 9-10 years.
Yeah.
And they won their first playoff game in 15 years.
Yep.
Their first back-to-back playoff appearances since 08-09. I know you were a coach. Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah. Tommy,
Offensive coordinator.
I was offensive coordinator back in those days. Tommy Parker was our head football coach. And, we went got beat by Jinx with Clint's senior year. And then we went back the next year.
That Jinx game was really close, though.
It was very
close. It was a 3-point
close.
game in the fourth quarter.
Fourth quarter,
Yeah.
That's right. And went back the next year. We had Cody Lee, John Burden, Alex Patterson. A bunch of those. Tanner Newby was a senior. Yeah, went to Broken Arrow. So, yeah.
2 great teams. Definitely some memorable
fun.
players.
Good
Was
stuff.
Colton older than Clint? He was older, right?
Yeah, Colton played whenever we went to
With
the
Box.
we went to state
that's right.
finals, and Clinton was a sophomore
Okay.
that year. So, yeah, we had a run of great talent. It was great times, good time.
For sure.
And it's good to see us have a lot of success here. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
just football sets.
I like to see the program getting turned around. I mean,
Absolutely.
the past 10 years, not too many wins, but hey, they're picking it up. Rashawn Woods had a great year last year. He left to Texas, and now Coach Cameron Conner making his first playoff appearance as a head coach at Enid.
It's pretty awesome. First year, absolutely. Hey, couple questions for you. You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Where'd you eat at today? Tonight?
What'd you say?
Where'd you eat?
Oh, we went to Fuzzy's Tacos.
That's nice. That's nice.
Where'd you eat before the game? Did you eat anywhere?
Hidalgo.
Really?
Yeah. Have you eaten there?
No.
It's a mile. It's good, isn't it? Yeah. It's a mile north. So.
She says it's good.
Yeah. You can check it out next time. But Fuzzy Tacos is good.
We might have to check it out.
I thought you guys would go to Whataburger.
No. Where's Mark Ray? He's not here, so we're not going.
Okay. Well, that's what I would have guessed. You guys are laughing. Okay, second thing I want to ask you about. Big day tomorrow. Good luck.
Oh, hey, thanks. I appreciate it.
Seriously. That's awesome. All
Yeah.
state tryout tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's back here at Edmond. Is that where it's at?
Yeah, UCO.
UCO tomorrow.
So, made the first round 2 weekends ago.
Right.
After that, what was it? The sophomore game the following day on a Saturday.
That's awesome.
2 weeks later, have the second round. If I'm top 25,
How you feel?
I'm an all-stater. I'm feeling good.
Good.
We leave around like 12:01, so I'm gonna wake up like 9.
Sleep
Practice.
in a little bit?
Yeah, sleep in. I'm gonna practice maybe an hour or two, save my voice after that, and then I'm gonna obviously watch that OU game. But then it's still gonna be going on the bus,
I'm
or not bus. We're taking vans, but
I'm gonna mention the OU. I'm getting there. We're gonna get.
we're
that.
getting there, folks.
We're gonna talk a little bit about that game.
That's bad.
Yeah.
Don't do that to me.
Yeah. Veterans Day today.
Yeah, we had the assembly at school.
Did you sing? Were you part of the choir?
I was
there?
in the choir, yes, folks. I was in
Good.
the choir. We had all the men that are in the Enid choir as a whole together. So it was cultural choir, the show choir was there, concert choir, and men's choir, just all
Good.
combined. So
See, I didn't make it to the high school. I went to, I was at 3 elementaries. I went to Hayes first. They did a really good assembly. I went to Adams and I went to McKinley. So I missed the Enid High one, but overall it was a great day.
Oh, yeah.
And such a neat day, especially for Enid, because there's so many veterans with Advanced Air Force Base there, and really, really pretty cool. I heard it was a good assembly.
yeah.
All right, any questions for me?
Well, I'm going to ask you this. You know,
Yeah.
you said you were going to bring it up.
Yeah.
How about Bedlam? What did you think? Obviously, you think it was great, but other than that, how was the performance from the Cowboys? Go ahead.
I liked the game last week.
You liked the game. I know you liked the game. How was the? What did you see that was good from Oklahoma State?
I saw a big scoreboard
Okay,
that I really
Okay.
liked.
Okay.
I tell you what else I liked. I liked 2 weeks in a row watching students tear down the goalpost.
Here's the thing. You look at it like this. When teams beat Oklahoma,
It's all love.
when teams beat Oklahoma, they tear down the goalposts.
That's right. That's right.
It's their national championship. You
Yeah,
can't
you're
lie.
right.
Don't
You're
lie.
Right. You're right. It shocked everybody.
When Oklahoma is nationally ranked, top 5, top 6, wherever they were at that first week, you're going to play your hardest every week. Everybody's trying to knock off the number 1 team in the Big 12. Every time.
So
And when you beat them, you're tearing down that goalpost.
it's a big deal. No, you're right. You're right. Seriously, you're right. And I'll say this. I'm being serious here, okay? You got to follow me. I did not like the portal. I didn't like all the kids
Well, how old are
transferring. I'm 45.
That's why.
Okay? But I didn't like it. And I still don't know if I really like it. But I will say this. I think it's made college football more competitive week in and week out.
Oh, yeah.
To where you're going to have more and more upsets like that last week, like Kansas. I mean, like Kansas a couple years ago were, bottom. But now they're up there competing and, doing well. And so anyway, I think it's really made college football overall more competitive. Now, I don't like it. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I like it or not.
I'm liking it. I mean,
you better deal with
you
it.
look at the start of college football. Obviously, there's been lots of changes. I mean, they didn't used to pass the football. I know this is like in-game stuff compared to outside-of-game stuff, but stuff changes throughout time, and it's gonna be good. I mean, so
Yeah.
I like it so far. I like it.
It's
And NIL is a good thing. And the reason I like the stuff with the transfer portal, she's doing OSU over there. The reason I like the transfer portal and the NIL stuff, I mean, the video game NCAA football, right? It's coming back.
I don't know.
The best game of all time is coming back.
NCAA football. Okay.
Hey, folks, by the way, when that game comes out, challenge me because nobody's beating me.
To the viewers at home right now, Landon's getting roasted over here. I mean, his video crew.
I don't care, man. When Oklahoma loses at school,
a big
everybody comes to
deal.
me.
That's right.
Everybody comes to me.
Like you played in the game. That's right.
No, they know I'm a huge Oklahoma fan. They're coming to me, and I always have a comeback. I'm not going to say my comeback's on air.
That's probably good, sir.
So,
that's probably
we're just going to
good.
keep it at that. But what's the all-time record?
A lot to a little.
Oh, but we're living in the past.
A lot to a little.
At least you know. Some guys.
No, I agree.
Some guys on Facebook. I mean,
Yeah.
me and my father have seen some same guy repeatedly saying the same stuff, getting flamed. But
I am going to miss it though. I mean, the Bedlam game
was never a rivalry.
I'm just saying. Let's keep it real.
I said
for a
that before the
second.
game.
Let's keep
too.
it real here.
Okay, let's keep it real.
It's a big week in Oklahoma. You know what I mean? It really is. It's like you said.
It is. At
people
the end
dress
of the
up.
day, I'm arrogant about it. I'm mad we lost.
Sure.
Yes, I'm mad. Me saying, "Oh, I'm not mad." I'm mad.
Sure.
Okay.
I get it. I get it.
They play. I mean, when you lose the turnover battle, you're gonna lose the game.
That's a good point.
Calls or no calls. I mean, yeah, it might have been pass interference, but you get 3 turnovers, man.
You're right.
To how many Oklahoma State have? 1 or 0?
Ollie Gordon threw for an interception. That running back, remember he threw an interception.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, and that was a play that.
I mean, it's a game you wish. I mean, those 2 games really you wish you had back as a Sooners fan. They could have won the title. It's over, man.
Yeah, who knows?
Some people call Oklahoma Choklahoma.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. How's everything else? How's the grades?
They're good. Same.
So Wednesday, it was a virtual day. Did you go on a college tour? Did you have to stay and work at NOC? What did you do Wednesday?
I didn't have NOC class that day, but I stayed home.
Okay, gotcha. So you didn't go on a college tour?
No, I've been on the tours from the schools that I'm interested in already. So.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. Well, I think we tested like 1,800 kids at pre-ACT.
Yeah, you did. I had to help carry some water bottles
Did
for
you?
Mr. Mansfield, yeah.
Nice. Well, I appreciate you doing that.
For all those kids, yeah.
All those 8th graders came up, and the 9th graders and the 10th graders. That was a big day.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Good to see the band here tonight.
Oh, yeah, I mean, look at the band out there. They're not there right now. Well, they were there a second ago. But
No, they always take third quarter off.
that's right. That is right. So, yeah, that virtual day, I played some video games. I won't lie. Fortnite it's back and it's out. Has Dallas been talking about Fortnite? I think he does play.
He better not be playing.
He might. I don't know.
He better not.
I played Fortnite a lot on on Wednesday. Some of my buddies.
He,
So
he-
it's back. The OG map is back.
He does not.
If you know, you know.
He doesn't have permission to be doing that stuff.
I don't even know if does he even have one?
Does
He just seems like a guy that has one.
His grades need to get up a little bit before he gets those.
Oh,
rights.
you're gonna say that?
Yes.
You're gonna expose it.
You guys are laughing. Yeah, that's the way it is. The Darrow House. You got to earn it. You know.
Hey, that's the way you got to do it.
Get those grades up, and I'm a lot cooler dad.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a lot cooler dad if we got straight A's. If you got those B's going on, I'm not a very cool dad. It's just the way it is.
Well, 1:30 to go till they're about to stretch for about 3 more minutes to start this second half. But
Hey,
they get the ball to start. You need to stop at least 2 times and score at least 2 times. But what do you think they should do offensively
well,
to get on the board?
You know, I don't. Obviously, like I said, Fuchs is running really hard, and that Allen Iverson kid's running really hard.
Aiden Iverson, yeah.
Aiden Iverson,
Yeah,
excuse me, he's running really hard. And the thing about it, we've proven we can play with these guys. I mean, we kind of got, you know, I thought when it jumped out early, was it 21-0?
Oh, gosh.
Was it 21-0? I think.
Was it?
I think
Let me look at the. I think we had a score at one point. It was
Okay.
21-6. 21-6.
21-6. I mean, they got after us pretty early, and I thought, man, this, you know, you never know. But we've proven we can play with these guys. And also, I've got a good friend of mine that works for Edmond Santa Fe.
Okay.
And he told me that they've blown some leads in the fourth quarter, some third quarter, fourth quarter leads. So who knows?
Yeah, they blown against the Wasso the game to get the first round bye in the playoffs.
Really?
That's
They
what it
blew
was.
that?
Yeah, it was a 57-53 final score.
Holy.
They were
moly.
up by like 20 points.
We don't want to try.
That's
to
what it
get
was. I remember hearing about that, and I saw part of that game too, and it was just unbelievable.
We don't want to get in a shootout with anybody. You know what I mean?
I mean, if Coach Cameron Connor's going to win a game, it's going to be shootout. That's just the offensive style he has. You look at that Moore game; it was a shootout. It was going back and forth.
That's true. Yeah, but you know, Ponca City, we beat them early. That wasn't. It was kind of
29-27. It was a little bit lower, but I mean, the sophomore game wasn't as close. But we won. We had at least 45 points put up in. It was 46-28 was the score. So.
Gotcha.
Or 48-26.
Hey,
Or either or. I can't remember.
is Hayden coming back?
He'll be back here eventually.
I don't want to hold him up.
Well, he's not in here, so you stay as long as you want.
You sure?
Up to you.
You guys? I mean, I don't want to
Prokopis gives the thumbs up, so we're good.
get the hook out and get Double D off the TV if you need. Yeah. Oh. Okay, OU's playing West Virginia tomorrow
Yep.
at OU, and then OSU's going to Central Florida tomorrow. My Northwestern Rangers are playing the Bulldogs, Southwestern tomorrow. Interested to see that game.
Well, I know a lot of OU fans are hoping that the Knights knock off the Cowboys in hopes of going back to the Big 12 championship. They haven't won one since 2020. But, hey, they're probably not going to win one this year. And their last year, the Big 12, they've dominated since the beginning of the Big 12, really.
They really did.
Every year, I mean,
Coach Stoops
it's
did
a landslide with Big 12 championships with Oklahoma compared to other teams.
Coach Stoops did for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, he had it rolling. It was almost like an expectation all those
I
years
mean,
at OU.
the thing
was
about Coach Stoops is you'd go into the season and you'd have teams that are like, oh, they're going to win the national championship this year, you know,
Yeah.
and then they blow a game they're not supposed to lose,
Yeah.
and then they end up making the BCS game, not the championship, but like the Fiesta Bowl. That was the tie-in for the Big 12
Mm-hmm.
championship team, but that was the tie-in for the Big 12
Mm-hmm.
championship team, but that was really the trend, and they lost 2 games, and games they weren't supposed to lose in this Venables era this season. I mean, last year, rebuilding year, obviously, they went 6-7, but let's just hope, for me at least. I don't know about you, probably like to see us lose, but I'm hoping that it's not the trend.
I'm not a hater. I'm really not. I'm not. You know, you can be tolerant. You don't have to hate the other school. You can.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Just
Yep.
okay. You like OU. I'm good. I mean, it's all good. Well, we're warming up here. We're fixing to line up for kickoff. We need to cover well. You have good kick and cover well and make a stop right off the bat. Which, you know, we've had them on several 3 and outs.
Yeah.
Hey,
About 15 seconds to go here till start of second half of play. Plainsmen to kick off.
and then what's that? What number is that running back? Is that number 6?
For Santa Fe?
Yeah.
Yeah, 6. Demarius Robinson.
Okay, here we go. Can we get a request for the superintendent? Let's not kick it to number 6.
Is he back deep to receive?
I hope not.
It's usually his younger brother, Trey Robinson, 16 freshman. Usually receives the football alongside Trey Wayland.
Let's-
No problem.
Okay, they're lining up. We're lining up. Let's get this thing going. I tell you what, I know I'm very biased. I know I'm very biased, and you can laugh at me all you want on this. There's just something special about Friday Night Football. I mean, it's just.
I agree. I'm not
it's
going to
just-
laugh at you because I definitely agree.
There's just something special about it. You know, you work all week, you put the work in all week. The whole band travels, the palm, the cheer, the whole town comes. It's just a great night. I love these nights. And getting to play an extra week is awesome. Let's try to get a W tonight so we can play another week.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
You know, you weren't at that playoff game last year,
I was.
outside the district last year, but that
I
game.
was. That was. Had you guys streamed up the EPS TV? Yep. It was. And I remember watching that snow. It was crazy. All right, crazy. All right, here we go. Who's our kicker?
Kevin Vega, freshman,
Same one. Okay. And
plays soccer as well, so
now we've got a left-footed kicker.
just
too.
like me.
Yeah.
They're going to boot it far side, high lob
High
kick.
on side. Okay, where's the ball? At 32-yard line? That's not bad. The good thing about that right there is high on side, it limits them from having the opportunity to run the ball. Does that make sense?